All right, so I'm officially a Spectre, which is freaking awesome. I'm probably just gonna abuse that. I have a feeling. No, I mean, I will be responsible-ish. All right, is this the central elevator? Yes.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster.
Uh-oh.
When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Of course. Corporate cover-ups. Ambassador Udina, what's happening?
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
What?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
You should have told. I mean, yeah, he didn't owe me anything, really. I mean, is that good intel? Sure. But, like, I don't know. This seems a little presumptuous. How about, let's just...
I failed.
We're gonna go
I couldn't make
nooch.
the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
I won't let you down, sir.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after.
The conduit.
The conduit. He's got his Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharos system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact.
Which is what we heard over the elevator.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Novaria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
What about the
Who's
Reapers?
a real threat?
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
Great. Can't wait to
But if they
prove that
do
wrong.
exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
I mean, I'm gonna have to do all of these eventually, but let's talk to Liara first.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
I would
It's your
like.
decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
Oh, this is too
Your
much
actions
freedom.
don't reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
That's your job, bitch. I'm not gonna be careful because there's probably some really shitty things I'm gonna have to do. You know what? Go be a grump somewhere else.
You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
Okay, then maybe if you
I
weren't
have a
such a
meeting to
sourpuss
Captain Anderson
all of
can
the
answer any
time,
questions you might have.
it wouldn't be that bad. I'm officially El Capitan. Who would have thought? I think I'm gonna... I mean, let's see what Tally has going for us. I don't think I've done enough with her to know who I
Stand
prefer
by,
yet.
Shore party. Decontamination in progress.
What's up? Hi.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics.
I know.
Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Saren's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%.
Thanks.
Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't gonna be easy.
For too long, our species has stood apart from the others.
Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of.
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
But we know Saren won't stop there. His Geth armies aren't gonna stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
We have no other options. Everyone's counting on us. I I don't need to bring
Humanity
Saren
needs
into this.
to do this.
We're
Not just for our own sake, but
we're
for the
keeping
sake
this-
of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I
okay,
promise
well.
you all, we will stop him.
Let's do it.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
I won't let him down. Not if we fail. He doesn't matter anymore. Jesus Christ. These answers, though.
Captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Let's do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, well, I got some. Okay, all right. We got some good points for that one. I am going to be a dick to the ambassador, though, because, like, just because your life sucks doesn't mean I'm the one who has to clean it up. Okay, thanks. All right. Oh, let's talk to our navigator. He's been pretty cool.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own
Okay,
problems.
and we
Saren
sucked at it.
One of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
It isn't just our problem. It could be...
Some people think asking for help is a sign of weakness. That's just being stupid and stubborn. No matter how strong you are,
There.
allies can make you stronger.
Yes.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
No
How'd
probs.
you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was
Hey.
a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for your curt and attentive answers. Okay. Oh, this is how we get to the map. I see. Okay, I want to talk to more people before we fuck around and find out, because that's definitely what we're gonna do. Let's start on this level first. Say hi to everybody. Hi, Kaden.
Anything you need, Commander?
Tactical appraisal.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
This is a very slow elevator. Hello? Are you... Great. There's Garrus. There's Ashley. Oh. What's that thing?
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander.
Anytime.
Working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
I mean, I hate bureaucracy, so...
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure.
I mean...
That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC.
All right.
Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Let's make sure that you're not, like, disobeying me or, like, causing a problem or, like, killing people that maybe I need to interrogate. Let's maybe not go completely off the motherfucking rails. That sounds good to me. I'm not gonna give you that much leeway.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no. We get the job done right, not fast. Got it?
Bingo.
I wasn't trying to. I understand, Commander.
I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just laying down the law. Oh. Oh, that's their equipment. Oh, okay. Got it. Hi, Rex.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard.
Thanks.
What can I do for you?
Personal inquiry.
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be an ass. I don't think that's gonna get me anywhere.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race.
Oh.
That was fun.
I mean, the dryness is just, ugh.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
It seems pretty much the same.
Let's play dumb.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
It was bio...
That makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
That's fucking awful. Okay, I
suppose it isn't all the same.
I stand corrected.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with
Oops.
the Krogan.
I won't.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far.
Oh, fuck.
Every Krogan is infected. Everyone. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
Okay, that wasn't the question I wanted to ask.
You saw a Krogan scientist. You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
I mean, you at least give a shit. Just because you don't have the smarts doesn't mean you're useless.
We're sure not getting any stronger.
I'm asking real dumb questions.
None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Son of a... don't make... Oh...
So long, Rex.
Alright, well, I like Rex. I'm upset at all of that. And now I love him even more.
Commander.
Okay. How are you doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you got there sooner, Commander.
Sorry.
No offense. I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress call. Even with the fastest ship in the fleet.
It's not
You
an
did the best
excuse,
you could,
but...
Commander, it's my fault.
What?
If I
Who said
been on
that?
alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
Ah, shush. You couldn't know. You couldn't know.
Trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Come on. We weren't gonna know any of that
Training's
info.
supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
I mean, that's a fine thing to say, but like also like, chillax.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Okay.
Dismissed, Chief.
Alliance Requisition Officer? Who are you?
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
Maybe later. Engineer Adams. Have I talked to you yet?
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
I just want to know more about shit.
IES stealth system. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space.
That makes sense.
Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Faster than light?
With faster than light travel.
Cranking up the FTL, blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short range...
God, I hope I don't have to make choices about, like, evacuate an FTL or no, be stealthy, because
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Tell me.
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Sweet.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye.
Thank you. So how come I'm a commander, but not a captain? Oh my god, that scared the bejeebus out of me. I wasn't expecting a level so soon.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small.
That makes me so nervous.
To understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
This ship's special. Normally they're not gathering information on us. No.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space.
Opa.
I have to thank you again for bringing me along.
Anytime.
Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It would become useful.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource.
That makes sense.
But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as...
Hey, resourcefulness and adaptability.
The vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired,
That's pretty cool.
modified and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
That makes sense. Quarian's Geth pilgrimage. Let's learn more about this pilgrimage.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
Yes,
When
tell
my
me.
people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet.
Okay.
This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society.
Okay.
Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given
I mean, that
lessons
makes
on
sense.
how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease.
Mm-hmm.
Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most.
That makes sense.
By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer.
Also fair.
Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
I
Cool.
want to talk about something else. Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla.
That's so many people.
Each relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
Like what?
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much...
I mean, 17 million people already to deal with is a lot.
Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed.
Makes sense.
In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
Who are the Conclave?
It's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole.
Okay.
On matters
Very
that
democratic.
affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives.
Okay.
But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction.
Okay.
The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency.
Oh boy.
To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty. And they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts.
Interesting.
Served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
That's interesting. I like the relinquishing of the
I
power.
doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
And you should tell me that.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force.
Okay.
Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true
Artificial.
AI status.
How come the council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal.
But it still didn't turn out good.
Changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought.
Uh-oh.
But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
Why do they turn on you? Well, let's learn about it, I guess.
Share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in the group, the smarter
Like a hive
they
mind.
are.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract.
They learned free will.
One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive?
And that's when you should have hit the stop
What's my
button.
purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What happened next?
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first.
Okay.
A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
I don't want to be accusatory.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated.
Yep, it's usually how it happens.
The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
No, I don't want to say serves you right. It's not. I don't want to say any of that.
I should go.
See you later.
I don't want to say any of that because that's not what I want to say. I have levels to take and be more kick-ass. I have shotguns now. I forgot about that right until right now. All right, let's freaking go, babies. Let's go kill some shit.
A few moments later.
I thought I would hit a button and I would start driving, but I guess not. So I should go talk to Joker again, I suppose. You know, he's kind of the pilot, so that's probably the better thing to do. God, I hope Joker doesn't die.
Commander, something you need?
Yeah. Ship status report.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet. If you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Anything but average.
I'd like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance.
Sweetie, I just wanted to know, like, what your favorite color is.
All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
Huh? What disease?
What are you talking about? Are you sick?
You mean you didn't know? Oh, crap. Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack. It's very dramatic. But I've learned to manage my condition, Commander.
I had no doubts.
In my hands, and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bone.
I don't need to know more about your disease. That sounds invasive. How about you tell me about your nickname?
Joker.
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Sorry.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's
treatable and manageable.
No cure.
Yep.
They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. Hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb.
Wow.
Years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid...
No, I just want to know what...
You're gonna be disappointed.
Oh my god.
My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets.
So it looked really cool.
Time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Makes sense.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
Okay, bye. Is it? We're in the middle of space. I don't think I'm gonna hit. Doesn't seem like a good idea. Just like hit the airlock. Be like, what's up, bitch? And then just get sucked out. Aha. Citadel. Oh, it's a free roaming map. Hello. All right, I would like to zoom out a bit more because I don't know where the fuck I'm going. Let's go visit Liara. Let's go. Goodbye, Citadel. See you probably when I get in trouble again. Because that's probably what's gonna happen. Let's be real. We're already here, so...
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
I guess we're landing? We're gonna die. We're gonna die. I made a poor decision and we're all gonna die. Now, I am going to preface this with I'm not very good at driving. Hello? Medal of Exploration. I'm gonna go towards things on map that say potentially rewards. Oh god, Rex and Garrus are probably in the back being like, this is not what I signed up for. God, it's like playing GTA all over again. Is it safe that I'm the driver? No. Do you have any other choice? No. Are you probably going to die? Yes. Wait, what is it? Does that do nothing for me? That's not how gravity works. Oh. Light metal survey, you've successfully surveyed a... Okay, cool. I don't know what any of this means. What is this? Crashed probe. What does it do? Electronic skill too low. Man, I'm in the furthest corner reaches of everything. That's a person. Hi! You found Captain Milan's identification tag. How it ended up here is impossible to know for sure. I don't know what that means. Whoa, shit. Oh, it is time to drive and shoot at the same time. I died. I need some boost on that thing. Holy shit. I was not expecting a giant thingy to come out of the sand. I mean, to fight that giant bug, I mean, this feels like Starship Troopers all over again. That thing is making my controller rumble. I don't know what it is, but I know that I don't like it. I know that I don't like it. Like at all. No, no, no. Okay, yep, repairing, thank you. Why would you run right into that? Yabba! It definitely gets smart, doesn't it? One more try, and then we're gonna try a different planet, because fuck this planet. Oh my god. Woof! Alright, we're done with this. We will come back to you when I don't suck. We know what Daedalus does. Let's come back to that if necessary. Therum. I can land here. All right, let's land here first and say how to do. Okie dokie. I'll fight some corporations if I need to. I'll do it. I don't think our Lady Lyra's going to be here.
Commander, I'm picking up some strange readings. Really strange, like off the damn charts.
What does that mean?
It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
Is it in this primordial soup? I have a feeling I'm not supposed to drive in that. Sure, we want to be going this way. Hello? Oh, it's Geth? Damn it. Woo! Oh, so if the Geth are here, that's not good. I'm gonna die. Oh, hello, missiles. Okay. God, do I even remember how to do combat? We're gonna snoop and find bad guys. Oh yes, we needed the assault rifle much before this. Where the hell are we going? Are we saving people? Are we just clearing this galaxy of Geth? What is good? Oh, okay, all right, sir. Please calm your titties. Jammed. What the fuck does that mean? You know what it means? We're gonna save. Yeah. Alright, that's just cheating. Hey, can y'all like maybe take cover? Alright, let's fucking go. Okay. Well, maybe if you didn't like... Ow. Ow. Same. Oh my god, Tali's dead! When the fuck did that happen? Ah. Tali. Alright, y'all, let's go. I'm so sorry that y'all died. I missed the Mako already. I mean, we're probably gonna have problems down here, right? One would think. Oh, great. What the fuck are those? I'm sorry, what? Oh, shit. Okay. Super dandy. Tali, maybe like don't.
2 hours later.
How is that fucker not dead yet? Rex! Where you at? Woo! Is this a... Is this where all the humans went? Oh, I don't like this. Jammed again. Ooh, what is happening? Is this water? Okay. Oh, you look fun. That's sarcasm.
Sterile white. Proteins sure build things homey.
Sure. Rex is so funny. He's like, oh, his humor is so dry. It's very funny. I'm liking Tali. I gotta figure out how to use everybody's skills. I think that's gonna be my next I think it's gonna be my next how-to. Hello? Well, this don't look good.
Hello? Could somebody help me?
Hi, Liara. How the frick do I get you out of there?
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device.
A security
I cannot
device?
move, so I need you to get me out of it, alright?
How did you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up. So
Ah.
I came here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil.
I can, because I've already met them.
The tower's defenses, I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. But when I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must
Alright.
get me out, please.
Any suggestions on how we can help?
Why would I say you brought
There's
this
a
on
control
yourself?
in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
A Krogan with the Geth? Oh my. You're dead. There's just one more of you. I can't see past that. Area is not clear of enemies. Just kidding. Oh, you are up here? Oh, you're right here. I was just like, what? Okay, now is it free? Well, shiver me timbers. Let's get moving. Eat this. No. I really like to stop doing that. Did I hurt myself? Alright, let's turn this shit off, shall we?
How did you get in here?
Magic.
I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
We blasted through with the mining laser.
Of course. Yes, that makes sense. Please, get me out of here before more Geth arrive. That button over there should shut down this containment field.
You got it.
Not so fast, Shepard. You sure she's on our side? Her mother's working with Saren.
I am not my mother. I don't know why Benezia joined Saren. I don't want anything to do with that Turian bastard.
If she was with Saren, the Geth wouldn't be trying to kill her.
That's fair. Also, Captain Anderson was the one who told us about the intel, so unless Captain Anderson is shady, which I don't know.
Any idea how we get out of this place?
There is an elevator back in the center of the tower. At least I think it's an elevator. It should take us out of here. Come on.
Let's fucking go, because I want to get out of here.
I still cannot believe all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Saren's looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
That's a...
The conduit, but I don't know.
Doesn't matter if you don't know. It's what you know that couldn't help us. Nothing good. Nothing good.
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event.
Let's go! Let's get the hell out of here.
The whole place is caving in.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away.
Let's go.
8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that setup, like, at all. Oh, there's the... Okay, there's the bad Krogan. Oh, he's even green. Well, we know he's bad.
Or don't. That would be more fun.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it?
Okay, that's not...
Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor
over my dead body.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
She'll stay with us, thanks.
Not an option. Saren wants her, and he always gets what he wants.
Ooh, not when I'm involved, bitch.
Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
Oh, shit. You are right here. Nice. All right, we definitely want him gone. Wait! How did you come back alive? And magically everybody's alive again. Wait, I thought that guy died. Was that a... What a rotten SOB. We gotta go. We gotta go. Go. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Alright, we have to make sure the aura, like, follows us. So can we, like... So intense. Hi, Normandy. Please get us the hell out of here. Thank you. Pick us up, pick us up, pick us up, pick us up, pick us up. Also, pretty sure what happened to all the other people. Ugh. Well, at least I landed on the right spot.
10 more seconds, we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
It eases the tension.
It's a coping mechanism. You'll get used to it.
I see. It must be a human thing. I don't have a lot of experience dealing with your species, Commander.
That's okay.
But I am grateful to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth would have killed me or dragged me off to Saren.
Yeah, you don't want to go to Saren.
With you. Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened to them.
50
Just
years?
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Only 106.
Damn. I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours. But among the Asari, I am barely considered more than a child.
Really?
That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on
It's
what
usually how it
happens
goes. What did you learn?
Did your research turn up anything interesting?
What is interesting is what I did not turn up. There is remarkably little archaeological evidence of the Protheans, and even less that might explain why they disappeared. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
Where'd you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of
So you have a gut instinct,
but
okay.
I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
Who came before them?
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right.
What do you mean by cycle?
Is built on a cycle of extinction.
Oh, here we go.
Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the
Sounds very Roman.
before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them.
Holy smokes.
And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines, the Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There was a damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime. It burned a vision into my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user.
Again with the hive mind stuff.
This is extremely rare. No wonder the Geth attacked Eden Prime. The chance to acquire a working beacon, even a badly damaged one, is worth almost any risk. But the beacons were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received would have been confused, unclear.
Well,
I am amazed you were able to make sense of it at all. A lesser mind would have been utterly destroyed by the process. You must be remarkably strong-willed, Commander.
I'm stubborn as hell.
This isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Okay, Kaden.
Of course, you are
Bring
right.
it down, sweetie.
I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit or Saren.
You can still help us.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
For sure.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
Fantastic.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Good to have you on the team, Liara.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering the Prothean's true fate. I need some time to process all this.
Her speech
Still,
patterns
it
are
would
pretty
not hurt to
funny.
be examined by a medical professional. It will give me the chance to think things over. Are we finished here, Commander?
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
All right, let's
Mission
talk to
reports are
everybody.
filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
May as well talk, I
We've
guess.
received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
Liara's on our side. The Geth were trying to kill her.
Benezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Much better.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the utter destruction of a major Prothean ruin. Was that really necessary, Shepard?
The Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
Do my best.
I prefer gold to silver, you know, for my medal. I figured you'd recommend me for one since I pulled your boots out of the fire.
If we present you with a medal, you'll end up sitting on stage listening to politicians make speeches for a couple of hours.
That's a good point. They'd probably make me shave, too. The last 7 weeks working on this baby. No medal's worth that.
Fair. Say hi to Kaden.
Commander, do you have a minute?
Of course.
I always make time for my officers.
Off the record, I think there's something wrong here. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming.
I mean, that's a fair statement.
It's funny, we finally get out here, and the final frontier was already settled. And the residents don't even seem impressed by the view. Or the dangers.
Zip it, Lieutenant? Why would I ever tell him to do that? Cute way to look at it. Final frontier? Okay.
Well, well. You're a romantic. Did you sign on for the dream, Malenko? Secure a man's future in space?
Yeah, I read a lot of those books when I was a kid, where the hero goes to space to prove himself worthy of a woman he loves, or, you know, for justice. Or maybe I was a romantic in the beginning, but I thought about it after brain camp. Biotic acclimation and temperance training. I'm not looking for the dream. I just want to do some good. See what's out here. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled.
Okay.
There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
I mean, I feel the damn corporations for sure.
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
It's Jump Zero.
was Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold.
Kinetics.
I'm not saying they intentionally detonated.
I'm gonna keep saying Kinetics. Kinetics.
They were damn quick on the scene.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle there to get together every night before lights out.
Nice.
We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
What is time to get physical then?
Jump Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity.
I don't know what that means. I'm afraid to select it.
This was supposed to be a casual debrief, not a bull session about stuff that happened years ago.
I want to know my
We
crew.
depend on each other in combat. I like knowing what kind of man I have at my back.
I understand, ma'am. I won't let you down.
Thanks, Caden.
Make a habit of getting this personal with everyone.
Am I flirting with him? I'm gonna be intentionally vague?
No, I don't. We'll talk again later.
I'll need some time to process this. But yeah, I'd like that.
I feel very awkward now. Like super awkward. It's a personnel manual. What? Where am I? Is this my room? Oh, let's talk to the doctor. We didn't talk to the doctor last time.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations.
Very nice.
Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
Give me more info
What
on
does that
this.
have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants.
Oh, that's what they were
Designed
talking
to
about.
lengthens
Oh.
L2 configuration.
I'm-
Sometimes there are complications.
I understand.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
Okay, we had this conversation. Okay, just wanted to see if there was going to be an extra thing. Ah, Liara's back here. Fantastic.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Of course.
Much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander.
Oh, it's my
If you
job.
hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me.
That's okay.
But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander. Thank you.
I'd like to talk about you, Benezia.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
Again, with the whole dating prospect thing.
To discover the Citadel. We were
I'm so
instrumental in
awkward.
forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole.
Okay.
Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
What kind of rumors? Rumor has it.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us.
Okay.
We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I mean,
understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings.
Meld?
We can touch the very depths of their minds.
Oh my. You don't want to go in here, lady.
We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
What about the age difference? That seems inappropriate.
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
I thought you always needed another species to serve as one of the parents.
Think about it, Shepard. If we were not able to mate with our own species, we
that's
would have died out
true.
long before we ever mastered spaceflight and left our homeworld.
That's true.
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people.
Eugenics flipped on its head.
His partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
You don't know that. That's terrible. Empathetic or comforting? Then why'd she do it? I'm not gonna question her.
How could anyone abandon their own child?
I cannot answer that. This is all speculation on my part. It is possible she wanted to be part of my life, but something happened to her before she had the chance. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
You sound troubled.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
I'm not gonna say you must get lonely because that is flirty.
You must enjoy something about it.
Ugh.
I love my work. Seeking out history's lost
This
secrets
makes
has a
me
special appeal for me.
uncomfy because I don't
You were
have enough
actually touched
information.
by working Prothean technology. That is why I find you so fascinating, Commander.
I'm fascinating?
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
Stop it.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard.
Sarcasm?
I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
You're fine.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers.
She's adorable.
I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
Alright, we are good. I don't know if I'm gonna use any of you again, but you know, it could happen.
Commander, how are you?
You and CSEC.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best.
Oh.
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says.
Uh-oh.
He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually taught me how to becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
A Spectre?
You were asked to be a Spectre.
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
Is that who I talked to in the embassy?
No offense.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, C-Sec's rules.
That's why we gotta bend him.
To nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Don't get caught up in the details, Garrus. We'll find him, and then we'll stop him. That's all you need to know.
Good point. Thanks, Commander.
Thank you. I can't tell if I'm being like a dick to him or if like he's okay with how I'm talking to him.
Saren on the run.
Yes, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You met him?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I'll decide what's important. Now tell me how you know Saren.
Give me some deets.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems.
Okay.
They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
We just fought one.
And he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter.
Ooh.
Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What was he doing?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them.
Oh, watching them do stuff. Oh.
I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Interesting. What was the ship?
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
What was the
cargo? What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you.
Okay.
But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week.
Yep. That's usually how it goes.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I gotta talk to Ashley.
Commander?
How we doing?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Not everything's the right... Not every family's the same. I don't know, that seems a little presumptuous.
Not everyone has a happy family life.
No, I guess not. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
Sure. I was hoping to get a minute of your time. Off the record.
What about?
Is this duty-related, Chief?
No, ma'am. Well, maybe. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You mean?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
That's enough, Chief. You always second-guess your superiors?
Ma'am, no ma'am. I'm sorry, I was out of line. I'll get back to my duties, Commander.
Like, questioning personnel means you're questioning my choices. Listen, it's fine to be suspicious, but make sure it's also not xenophobic.
Something I can do for you, Commander.
Nope.
Carry on, Adams.
Bye!
Aye, aye, Commander.
Alright, let's talk to Tali.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Oh, what's wrong?
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth it feels like we're not even moving, and the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's too quiet to sleep?
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down. I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Maybe that's the point. I don't want to tell somebody how their whole coming of age experience should be. You're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have till it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
But you're going back. I've already asked all of these questions.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I mean, that's true.
See you later.
Bye! I think I'm going to investigate a little more, maybe look at the different systems while we're out here, see if we can discover any more information. But thank you very much again. If you have been tuning in over on YouTube, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for joining me on my first ever playthrough of Mass Effect. Obviously, after a little salt, we finally got through it. Only rage quit at least once, so that's neither here nor there. Most of us edited out. Anywho, if you like the content, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And I guess there's romancy options. I didn't know that one, that would happen, and two, that would happen so quickly. I've only been on 2 missions with people so far. So yes, I'm gonna play with, I think, Garrus, and I just like Rex so much. Maybe we'll do Garrus and Tali. Maybe we'll see how that goes. I don't know about Liara yet. We'll figure that out. Anywho, okie dokie. I will talk to you later. Okay, have a good day. Goodbye.